There are moments in life when everything seems to resist us. Opportunities disappear. Peace feels distant. Even when we work hard, the results seem delayed. In those moments, many people search for a quick way to change their luck. Some look for magical solutions while others lose hope altogether. But before looking outside yourself, pause and ask a deeper question. What if the greatest obstacle is not in the world around you, but in the state of your own mind? Across many cultures, salt has been regarded as a symbol of cleansing, preservation, and renewal. Whether or not one believes in spiritual traditions, salt can serve as a meaningful reminder to release what no longer serves us. When placed at the doorstep, it can become a daily symbol, not because it possesses supernatural power, but because it encourages a conscious moment of reflection every time you enter or leave your home. Imagine standing at your doorway each morning. Before stepping outside, notice the salt placed there. Let it remind you to leave behind fear, resentment, jealousy, and self-doubt. These invisible burdens often weigh more heavily than any physical load. They cloud judgment, weaken confidence, and prevent us from recognizing opportunities that have been present all along. When you return home in the evening, pause once again. As you cross the threshold, imagine leaving behind the stress, disappointment, and frustration of the day. Your home then becomes a place of peace, instead of a place where worry follows you from room to room. The simple act of mindful awareness begins to change your inner world. Many people believe luck is something that arrives without warning. But what if luck is often created by the quality of your thoughts, your actions, and your ability to remain calm in difficult moments? A peaceful mind notices possibilities that an anxious mind overlooks. A grateful heart attracts stronger relationships than a bitter one. A disciplined person creates more opportunities than someone who waits endlessly for fortune to appear. The real source of luck begins within. True fortune is shaped by your mindset, emotions, and daily choices rather than by external circumstances alone. Many people spend their lives believing that luck is something given to a fortunate few while others are destined to struggle forever. This belief often creates fear, frustration, and helplessness. But the truth is that what we call luck is frequently influenced by the way we think, respond, and act each day. A peaceful mind notices opportunities that an anxious mind ignores. A patient person makes wiser decisions than someone who is constantly rushed by fear. Every thought you repeat becomes a habit, and every habit slowly shapes the direction of your life. When your mind is filled with gratitude instead of complaints, you begin to appreciate the possibilities already around you. When you replace anger with understanding, your relationships become stronger. When you choose honesty over shortcuts, people learn to trust you. These quiet changes may seem small, but together they create a life that appears fortunate to others. The greatest transformation does not begin with changing the world outside you. It begins by changing the world within you. Every morning offers a chance to choose peace over worry, hope over doubt, and wisdom over impulse. As your inner state becomes calmer and more balanced, your actions naturally become clearer and more purposeful. What once seemed like impossible barriers often become challenges you can overcome with confidence, resilience, and a steady heart. Salt at the doorstep as a symbol of renewal use. Salt as a mindful reminder to leave behind fear, anger, negativity, and stress whenever you enter or leave your home. Across many traditions, simple objects are often used as reminders to cultivate awareness, and salt can serve as one of those reminders. Placing a small amount of salt at your doorstep does not have to be seen as a magical act that changes destiny. Instead, let it become a symbol that helps you pause and become fully present. Each time you leave your home, take a quiet moment to remind yourself that you are leaving behind fear, anger, jealousy, and unnecessary worry. Step outside with a calm mind and a clear intention to act with kindness, honesty, and patience throughout the day. When you return home, Pause once more before crossing the doorway. Imagine releasing the stress, disappointments, and frustrations you have collected during the day, allowing them to remain outside rather than carrying them into your living space. This simple practice can help turn your home into a place of peace and renewal. The true power is not in the salt itself, but in the awareness it awakens within you. A small daily ritual, repeated with sincerity, can gently reshape your habits and your perspective. Over time, this mindful pause encourages emotional balance, reduces unnecessary tension, and reminds you that every new step is an opportunity to begin again with a lighter heart and a wiser mind. Create good fortune through wise daily habits. Practice gratitude, patience, kindness, honesty, and self-discipline, as these small actions gradually create positive opportunities. Good fortune is rarely created by one extraordinary event. More often, it is built through small, consistent actions repeated every day. A single kind word may seem insignificant, but many kind words can strengthen relationships that bring support and unexpected opportunities. A single moment of patience may not appear powerful, yet patience practiced daily prevents unnecessary mistakes and helps you make wiser decisions. Every habit you choose becomes a seed, and over time those seeds grow into the life you experience. If you wish to invite greater fortune into your life, begin by practicing gratitude each morning. Appreciate what you already have before focusing on what you lack. Speak truthfully, even when dishonesty seems easier. Treat others with respect, even when they cannot offer you anything in return. Remain disciplined in your work instead of waiting for perfect circumstances. Success often belongs to those who continue moving forward with steady effort rather than those who depend on chance. Learn to care for your surroundings as well, because a clean and orderly environment encourages a calm and focused mind. These simple habits may not produce dramatic changes overnight, but they gradually transform your character. As your character becomes stronger, your decisions become wiser, your relationships become healthier, and your confidence grows. What many people call luck is often the quiet reward of living each day with integrity, mindfulness, and consistent purpose. Let go of negative thoughts and attachments. Observe your thoughts without becoming controlled by them, replacing resentment and anxiety with calm awareness and inner peace. The human mind is constantly filled with thoughts, but not every thought deserves to be believed or followed. Fear often whispers that failure is certain, anger demands immediate reaction, and jealousy convinces us that someone else's success has stolen our own chance to succeed. When we allow these emotions to control our actions, we create unnecessary suffering for ourselves. The path to a more fortunate life begins by observing these thoughts without becoming their prisoner. When a negative thought appears, simply notice it with calm awareness instead of feeding it with endless attention. Like clouds passing through the sky, thoughts come and go if we do not cling to them. Holding on to past disappointments only keeps old pain alive, while worrying constantly about the future steals the peace of the present moment. By releasing resentment, forgiving mistakes, and accepting that change is a natural part of life, the heart becomes lighter and the mind becomes clearer. This clarity allows better decisions, healthier relationships, and greater emotional balance. Every time you choose patience instead of anger, understanding instead of judgment, and hope instead of fear, you weaken the habits that once held you back. Gradually, your inner world becomes calm and steady. From that peaceful foundation, you respond to life with wisdom rather than impulse, creating the conditions for genuine growth, resilience, and lasting happiness. Transform your life by transforming yourself. Lasting change comes from inner growth and compassionate living. When your heart and mind become peaceful, your perception, decisions, and opportunities naturally improve. Many people wait for life to change before they decide to change themselves, yet lasting transformation usually happens in the opposite direction. When your thoughts become clearer, your words become gentler, and your actions become more intentional, the world around you often begins to feel different. The circumstances may not change overnight, but the way you respond to them becomes wiser and more balanced. A calm mind is less likely to make impulsive decisions, while a compassionate heart naturally builds trust and meaningful relationships. Every challenge then becomes an opportunity to learn instead of a reason to lose hope. As you practice kindness, honesty, gratitude, and self-discipline, these qualities become part of your character rather than occasional efforts. Your confidence grows because it is rooted in inner stability instead of external approval. Others may describe your progress as good luck, but what they are witnessing is the quiet result of consistent inner growth. Each day offers a fresh opportunity to release old habits that no longer serve you and embrace a more peaceful way of living. True fortune is not measured only by wealth or success, but by the ability to remain calm during difficulty, generous during abundance, and hopeful during uncertainty. When you transform yourself from within, your choices improve, your relationships deepen, your perspective broadens, and life naturally unfolds with greater purpose, peace, and fulfillment.